Hi, Reconcilers. Reverend Reagan here with another midweek message. I hope you are having a wonderful week. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood here at Church of Reconciliation. We've got lots going on throughout our campus during the week, as many of you know. It's also Hearts Camp for our Barrington neighbors, so we have lots of little kiddos and great art projects happening in Brown Hall, and that is so fun to see. I hope that you plan to join us this Sunday for services at 8 and 10:30, and then we have two formation offerings from 9:15 to 10:15. The Journey in Faith group will continue with Contemplative Living with Thomas Merton, the book study. If you haven't read yet, that's okay. Come join them. It's a wonderful time of fellowship and learning and growing together. We have our other offering, a Summer of Sacred Stories in Brown Hall, where this week we're talking about transitions and changes. And we're going to talk about some desert stories, where we have found manna, and where angels have waited on us in the desert. We're going to have an opportunity to make a timeline of reconciliation together, and you get to put your own story on that timeline. So it's going to be a wonderful time together. As you make plans for your Sunday, I hope you will plan to join us. And today I wanted to share a bedtime story with you. So if you have little ones or teens, or if you're an adult, or even if you have elderly folks around you, I invite you to gather them around and we're going to share a parish bedtime story together. I'm always looking for books for my children that will help them grow into kind and compassionate, inclusive human beings. And so one of my favorite ones is What is God Like?, which is by Rachel Held Evans and Matthew Paul Turner. So we're going to read this together today. What is God like? That's a very big question. One that people from places all around the world have wondered about since the beginning of time. And while nobody has seen all of God, because God is far too big for any of us to fully see, we can know what God is like. God is like an eagle, sharp-eyed and swift, with wings so wide you can play under their shadows. God is like a river, constant and life-giving. When you grow near God, you'll sprout up as strong as a tree. God is like the stars, forever present and bright. Even when they feel far away, you can always look up and see them winking at you. God is like a shepherd, brave and good, a protector who loves her sheep so much that she watches over all of them and knows each of their names by heart. God is like a fort, strong and secure with walls that are mighty and safe. Inside, there are hidden places to hold you when you're scared or need a quiet place to rest. God is like a gardener, patient and nurturing. God plants, waters, weeds, and fertilizes the earth until every good thing on it seeks the nourishing ground and grows. God is like the flame of a candle, warm and inviting. With God close by, you can look to the light and see through the darkest of nights. God is like the wind, passionate and full of mystery. God is both here and mysteriously over there. God is everywhere, swirling throughout the world, whistling across mountain ranges, rustling through trees, and pressing against your cheeks on a breezy day. God is like an artist, creative and unpredictable, always busy making and remaking everything brilliant and new. God is like a mother, strong and safe. You can crawl up into her lap whenever you want to, and she will hold you until you fall asleep. God is like a father, gentle and safe. He will put you on top of his shoulders to give you a bird's eye view of all of creation. God is like three dancers, graceful and precise. They move to the same music in very different ways, showcasing all of God's elegance and rhythm in your life. God is like a rainbow, vivid and full of color, a dazzling reminder of promise and hope for all people after a storm. God is like a best friend, faithful and true, closer to you than even your brothers or sisters. And because we know what God is like, we know that God is kind, God is forgiving, God is slow to get angry, God is quick to be glad, God is happy when we tell the truth, and sad when things are unfair. She is your protector, he is trustworthy, they are friends when you feel alone. God hopes, God preserves. What is God like? That's a very big question, one that people from places all around the world throughout all time have answered in many different ways. Keep searching, keep wondering, keep learning about God. But whenever you aren't sure what God is like, think about what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel brave, and what makes you feel loved. That's what God is like. I wish you all a good evening, and I hope to see you very soon. God bless.